Hi, you are welcome back. This is Module 7 of our Advanced Pivot Table training for Procurement and Supply Chain Data Analysis. The title of this module is Creating Pivot Chart. In this lesson, we are going to explore the world of charts in Pivot Table. Chart is a great way of visualizing pivot table data. There is a common saying that a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. The same is true for pivot charts. Charts represent data in the format that reveals insight into complex procurement data, improves understanding, and enhances engagement. The data you see on your screen is what we are going to use for this exercise. Select anywhere on the data, go to your Insert tab, click on your Pivot Table button, and select OK. Take your vendor to your rows field, take your purchases to your values field, select anywhere on the table, click on Pivot Chart from the Tools group. And your charts dialog box will open. In this, you will see a menu that lists all the different types of charts that you can use in Pivot Table. So let's select this clustered column chart. So what we do is to first name our chart. Go to Pivot Chart Analyze, go to Charts Name field and type, let us call this chart, let us call it Performance Chart underscore chart, and we give a title to our chart. We'll call it Spend Analysis. Spend Analysis. And we enter it. And that is the title of our chart. Okay. We can see on the chart, these are vendors' contributions. I mean, the spend that the company made on each of our vendors. So we can arrange it in a better way so that the largest will come first, then others will follow. So you can select this drop down, go to your More Sort, and go to descending order, that is Z to A, and select Sum of Purchases and click OK. So we are sorting it by the sum of purchases. Okay. We can also arrange our data in such a way that it will be A to Z, that is name starting from A will go like that to the last letter. Okay. Now we have named a chart. We have also given a title to our chart. So now what we are going to do is we can filter our chart. We can filter this chart so that we see only the three well-performing areas. Three vendor: GOGS, Lagos, and XYZ, and click OK. So that will show us only the companies that we spent larger amount on for the period. This can help you to plan on how to implement your procurement strategy. Okay. Let us return all of them back to the screen. And here we are. Another thing we can do with our pivot chart is to make it look more pleasing to the eye. We can remove some of these things that clutter on this thing. If you select and right click and you come to hide all field button on chart, if you click this to remove some of those buttons and you will not see them again. You can manually click and delete that. You can also delete this. Then we can add data labels to our chart. Then we move to our design tab. We select our design tab and we have options on how we can format our chart. If you come to this drop down, you will see a gallery of different chart types that you can use. Assuming you don't like this style, you can come here and you will see something different, or you come here, or you come here, and all these you can use to change the style of your chart to suit what you want. If you move away from that, you will see this button, this drop down. If you select that drop down, you see a palette of different colors. You can use this to change the color of your chart to suit your purpose. Away from that, we get to quick layout. You can use this different layout to select how you want your chart to look like, to select the type of structure or layout you want your chart to look like. Then we come here and we'll see add chart elements. You can add axis to your chart. That is horizontal axis. If you come here, you can add primary vertical. Okay, if you go back there, you can look at axis titles. If you click here, you can add the title here as vendors. You can call this one vendors. Then if you go back, you can call this one, purchases. That is our purchases. Let's open it a bit. Then we can go further to look at data labels. We've added data labels. You can choose the label to be at the center of your chart. You want it to be at the end, or at the base, or the outside. That is your choice. Then we can give it a call out type of data label, and your data will look like what you are seeing on the screen. Okay. Again, we can switch our data. If we go to this data group, if we click here, we switch our data. Let's go back. Then we can move this chart to a new worksheet, and you will not see it here. If you just select this new sheet and you click OK, then it will take you to a new worksheet. Okay, let's reduce. We deleted this the last time, so let's delete it again. Now, this is the analysis for our vendors. We can as well analyze are products. If you take your product to rows field, you will see the same kind of arrangement, but you can organize it better. If you select and right click it, and you go to sort, you sort largest to smallest, it will arrange it in the way that we had previously. You can as well analyze your country, the country of that you do business in. You can bring that to the rows field, you sort it again like we did before, and it will give you exactly what you want. The vendors with the highest, the country that we did our highest, you can just quickly change this to country. Instead of vendor, you can just do this. So you have different ways you can use charts to analyze your pivot table. The next thing we're going to do is let us return this to our vendor. So now we are back to vendor. Then we can, let's still go back to call it vendor. Okay, now we can format our data in different ways. Assuming we want to make the inside here look different, you go back to format tab, then come to shape fill and change. You can give a light color to the inside like this, and you click the outside area, that is the chart area, and you go back and give it another color. Okay, you can give it something like this so that you have this kind of design. Okay, now you can give it a kind of outline. If you select here and you select any of these, let's take this, to give it a kind of outline, and you can increase the thickness of that outline. Select this and you will see your chart will look like, you can see on your, it has a ring of well decorated line that goes through it. Then what we can do again is to put a shade. We can give it a shade to make it look like that. Okay, now we can change the chart type, the type of chart that we use. Assuming what we have, we want to change this chart to a different chart type. You can select, click on this and come to this menu and change your, you can change to pie chart, you can change to bar chart, and all the ones that you choose. Let's look at when it is in pie chart. So if you have it in pie chart, you can right click it, then click format data series. Let's remove this. Okay, when we click data series, this format data series dialog box open. You can open your chart and explode it so that you can properly describe what is on it. Again, you can come back and probably select only the highest vendor and you open it. And if you open it like that, you can properly discuss your chart and get more details about it as you will want to. Again, you can turn your chart, turn the angle of your chart away from what is that. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in our next lesson.